tank through the sharks.
Terrence for coming into the panel, and of course, we are going to be jumping into game number 1 between Smart Omega versus Fnatic Onic.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for joining us here on Stream B. Just like you mentioned, Abstract, this is going to be game 1 of our final day of the group stages, actually. It's Smart.
A Blitzkrieg may actually sound good for them, but for now, it does seem like Smart Omega doesn't want to contest for this turtle and want to allow Bane
straight away.
Keyboy, unfortunately, wasn't able to land the Jikundo. Chaknu joins into the back, and that is going to be a nice terrify and a 4-man Numenon block. But unfortunately, the follow-up coming from the side of Smart Omega just doesn't seem to quite connect. As such, the Way of the Dragon connects down onto Ryota, giving Kairi that kill. But before that, we do have Lutpi that manages to get himself the first blood on top of Andoryu. But Jom, after the top lane once again, he tries to go over for the quick little iframe, but that didn't really quite.
Andoryu went for Sky Piercer first item, which I feel like is a bad idea. You're not doing well enough for that.
We definitely want to see him being able to get kills, but Kairi is the one that is already in the brushes. In the meantime, it is also going to be the Numenon Blast that manages to connect. They've managed to bring Kairi all the way down to a low amount of HP, but an enhanced sword allows him to get himself a little bit more damage, but not enough healing to really get out of that. As such, Kairi goes down. The fight prolongs, and Ryota with the Primal Rev, he's just going to be abandoning the Firelight to hope that he will be able to deal enough damage. But Lutpi with the Bravest Warriors, he gets himself right out of that as soon as possible, and Ukir hoping that he'll...
I think Onic's decision to dive that deep was not the best. They got a kill on the Andoryu, which is great,
but perhaps look for growth in the later stages of the game. That seems like something that Fnatic Onic will want to go for. In the meantime, here in the middle lane, Fnatic Onic is just going to be knocking down onto the tier 1P all alone to kind of deal with this, but he's hiding inside of the brushes. Doesn't seem like he's too interested in taking a fight until his fellow friend comes in. As you can see, they're pretty much just going to be pushing everyone else away. That's going to be a 4-man stun, allowing Lutpi to actually allow the rest of Fnatic Onic to come straight in, but that doesn't look good at all.
The thing here, Omega, looks like that momentum they got from the earlier fight did actually hold on a second here.
Immediately, the Keyboy was hoping that he'll be able to open things up, but it got...
I get the feeling the coach has talked to these players during the break.
Ukir, HP not looking that healthy, but Lutpi right now, he was hoping that he'll be able to do a little bit more when it comes down to being able to bruise for his team. The rest of the members from Smart Omega is just going to be congregating right here onto the turtle. The Spear of Misery is just going to be landing us down. It doesn't seem like it's going to be much of a destruction, but in the meantime, it does seem like Ryota is going to go down before the Earth Shatter is going to be landing on anyone, while the Numenon Blast is only landing on the Kairi, allows them to buy a little bit more time before Kairi deals enough damage.
The most careful of, because there's no reason that Onic would stay that long and without trying to mount aggression.
Knight down onto Fnatic Onic, and that is going to be the Numenon Blast that lands onto Sans, activates onto the Flicker to ensure that he will be able to put quite a bit of distance from him to the opponents. And Doryu, though, he did manage to successfully take a kill down to the Lutpi, even though he went for the Bravest Warriors, hoping that he can create even more gaps. Keyboy doesn't seem too healthy as well. Fnatic Onic, one by one, is just falling to the hands of Smart Omega, or rather, they are just kind of cycling all these damage.
Was there some miscommunication there?
I don't
know why CW blinked into his Spear of Destruction when the rest of Onic was running away, but okay, free kill for Omega.
It is global presence Moskov after all. They're gonna have to really watch out for the Spear of Destruction. In the meantime, Jom really putting himself out there, poking out Keyboy just so that the Lord will be granted a few more hits onto the turret. As such, he's just gonna be running right in. The rest of the members of Smart Omega, they're just waiting and biding their time, while Moskov is just working onto the top lane. This allows Keyboy to jump right in first. He sacrifices himself, allowing that kill. That is going to be a trade between Andoryu as well as Keyboy, but Lutpi is going to be the next one onto the chopping block, retaliate with onto Ryota. Ukir, Chaknu, and Jom, they understand that this is not the time for them to continue playing it out, while Moskov, he understands that he wants to join into the fight. Kairi, with a quick little enhanced chain, hoping that he will be able to do enough. Chaknu activates the Bulwark, allowing himself to run a little bit further, but CW doesn't seem like he really wants to let him get away. Literally been sticking together like a glue. But for now, Keyboy immediately with the Way of Dragon onto Ryota. That is going to be a big amount of, that's going to be a big kill for the side of Fnatic Onic. As such, that is going to be the Numenon Blast from the side of Chaknu, hoping that he will be able to create a little bit more of a diversion onto the side of Fnatic Onic. Smart Omega going down one after another. See that lane inhibitor turret is already destroyed, and Smart Omega with no one in around the home. Fnatic Onic very easily clinches this victory.
A good attempt by Smart Omega and notable improvements made to their gameplay, but still not quite enough.
Game number 2 is over. How is this gonna be like? Is it a 2-0 in favor for Fnatic Onic, or will Smart Omega be able to defy the gods and give us a 1-1?
But because of the way that Keyboy has been assisting in stealing camps, the Hayabusa actually a little behind on EXP.
So right here in the middle lane, Endorio unfortunately is just a shy bit away from getting the Ogi shadow kill.
Double lead on Endorio. Fnatic Onic not interested in contesting Turtle.
Yeah, so honestly, Smart Omega, they want to focus onto these standing objectives. And middle lane seems like we do have Ryota that finds himself being airborne and comboed out with the Edith, but somehow Ryota manages to run away, while the Crimson Beacon coming from the side of Sans did manage to activate. Yoinks, Chaknu back to the front.
With the freeze from Aurora, it stopped them in their tracks before they could follow up and allowed Ryota to dash away.
There we go. That is going to get another combo, but unfortunately Keyboy actually misses out the hit onto the side of Chaknu. The Goddess Barrier activates, and that is going to cut things out a little bit more as Endorio took that opportunity and brings Keyboy down together with that aggression.
Well, looks like we're back. Very nice, and thank you once again to our marshals for resolving things so quickly.
Well, the Tyrant's Rage did manage to land onto Ukir, forces Ukir to actually work with the... Oh, it kind of seems as though it was the crown, but it's not gonna be the case. We do have Ukir joining back to the team fight once again, being able to get a kill on the Suns. Lutby, the next one down. The Keyboy jumps in, Tyrant's Revenge, lands on top of the Endorio. Kairi took the opportunity and brings him down. The turtle will now be slain by the hands of Kairi. And now Fnatic Onic. So really has got to be safe and sound for now.
Oh, I don't know if Kairi knew Jome was in there, but he just found him by accident.
But I don't think that Jome will want to continue the fight, as now he purifies himself, ensuring that he would not go down or would not be yoinked out by Sans. But it doesn't seem like it is going to be enough, as he is going to go straight down. The next one on the chopping block is going to be Chaknu. That combination coming from Kairi and Sans' choice. Yeah, and I think the Fnatic Onic is really happy with the progression thus far. In the meantime, the final slash is going to be landing on 3, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like Chaknu will be able to land any much out over the wild charge. Well, Endorio goes onto the back line, was hoping he will be able to do enough damage on the Lutby as he goes onto the primal range. Keyboy all alone, hoping that he will be able to do something, but he's going to be in the hearts of Smart Omega, allowing a double kill on top of Jome. The next one they want to do is to bring down the tier 1 in the middle lane as soon as possible.
And this is what Smart Omega needs to continue doing. They are thriving in the chaos of battle. If they're able to just run down Onic at this stage, Onic, who is committed for a scaling playstyle, is
like
not...
That drawing a line in the bottom lane is what they wanted and what they did. But for now, it is going to be the wall shot that is going to be landing right down on Lutby, and a chain frost down onto Lutby brings him down. And this is the fight for Onic, as they are going to be retaliating. Kairi gets himself a single kill, but Jome takes him down instead. A really good vengeance fight, while Jome, he runs back with a really good synchro chrono dash to get himself a little bit more shields. Smart Omega, they still have quite a lot of people to work around. Endorio with the Ogi shadow kill brings Sans down, immediately brings himself all the way back onto the shadow.
Onic wanting to split the map. Not too sure if he intends to go for Brute Force Breastplate as
he's tanky
item.
now. He's pretty... With the Lord that's just going to be marching down the middle lane, Fnatic Onic have got quite a bit to work with, as we now have got the final slash landing right down onto Lutby. Again, when it comes down to the Frigid Frost, making sure that he will not be able to retaliate or do anything at all. Keyboy, unfortunately, is going to be the next one onto the chopping block. Smart Omega doing an amazing job thus far before it even lands onto the inhibitor turret. Smart Omega have already taken 2.
They're coming in with take a little bit of damage on their inhibitor, but Omega is just pushing it.
There's still the holy defense, as now all of the creeps is just going to be wiped out already. Smart Omega, they are working on a counter.
Is the way that Kufra works is that he actually waits a bit. Hold on.
Yep, he waits a bit and he lands, as now he did manage to get a really nice lockdown to Chaknu, but Chaknu flickers away.
And so a bit of a gentleman's agreement there to back off.
Oh, Sans gets himself running back towards the Crimson Beacon. Lutby manages to land a pretty nice Earth Shatter, just disengaging for the entirety of Fnatic Onic. But now they found us a little bit of opportunity while really whittling down the HP
of Omega, maybe coming in and blitzing the Lord.
There we go, Tyrant's Revenge, Tyrant's Rage, landing right on top of Chaknu. This time Chaknu is the one that would not be able to do anything, but unfortunately Lutby is going to be the next one onto the chopping block. Jome doesn't have a lot of HP left, thus he's just going to work under the beetle to get his HP back. Keyboy flickers himself backwards. Bouncing ball, he's going to be safe and sound
when
for
they
now.
know they have a numerical advantage. Taknu gonna continue scouting.
And it does seem like Kyrie will be able to enhance and get the Lord down very amazingly. Keyboy, Kyrie, next one, down. Unfortunately, Chapnu is surprisingly still alive because of the immortality. As such, CW, Lutpi, and Sans, they're gonna have to go back all the way through. It all lies on the Sans. He's gonna have to pick people up and throw them right back. But Lutpi frozen down once again. Primal Wrath, he's gonna be staying alive for a little while longer. But Dome gets himself the godlike. The Lord pushes down. But is it really enough for Sans to defend this all alone against 4 members?
This is gonna be a 4v1 situation. Another 10 seconds before Keyboy comes back. Omega could blitz this.
He can't clear waves fast enough, unfortunately. As such, Smart Omega gets himself the 1 game away from Fnatic Onic, the 2-0 that I predicted. My socks, guys, my socks. It doesn't mean anything no more. You miss 1 Star Shatter, you know you're gonna have to go back because you can't rely onto a Moskov in the early.
It is going to be a lot of weight onto his Ender here for Smart Omega to kind of push them through towards this game.
All right, thank you so much over to Terrence as we are going to be moving on to the final game of the series between Smart Omega and Fnatic Onic. Now, the lineup of Smart Omega, but now's the time.
I share similar sentiments to you, Abstract. The lack of damage is very concerning. Keyboy is playing very aggro here on a hero that Orden... Oh,
Wait,
he stole it!
No way! Oh, no! Kind of first Lord and a lot of the inhibitor turrets will go down already kind of situation. I don't believe that Andorio will be able to do anything. In fact, to see them trying to challenge for this turtle is already out of it.
Double buff too.
Oh,
so like
no.
you see that icon on the bottom? Yeah,
It
it's
shows that you still
delaying
have
the respawn.
And you're gonna have to really kill it before it respawns out. But in the meantime, it does seem like Smart Omega really wanted this kill on the side of Keyboy. So at least they did manage.
Jome getting the last hit on that was very, very crucial.
Ryota now up in the top lane, finds himself taking
That kill was actually really important. You gotta funnel his... Oh!
That's way too much damage from the side of Fnatic Onic. We are talking obliterated in second, like a hot knife through butter. And Fnatic Onic taking the turtle.
If you have enough damage, they just melt anyway. And that is exactly what Onyx is doing.
The Drill of Destruction lands right on top of Sans, but it doesn't seem like that is going to be too big for them as the diversion allows Sans to run away. But the next one is going to be on the chopping block is going to be Kyrie as the Nominal Blast lands right on top of him. Ryota actually have decided to go for a
Yeah, I don't know what that was from Ryota. That felt like a mess. But Onic also made a lot of mistakes here. I think it's continuing.
That's gonna be onto CW. He wants to walk away. Keyboy immediately went straight in for the Armor Fended and effectively managed to save CW
At the end of the map. Oh, and Omega has this many frontline tanks that need to be in fights and a tendency to want to roam together before his Jome.
There we go, diversion coming from Fnatic Onic. It does seem like the Star Shot is not going to land. Ryota with the penalty zone did manage to land on the one, but unfortunately that is going to be the Armor Fender landing on Ryota. He's actually tanking and taking a lot of hits. He's still alive though, and Doryu runs in round Kyrie, brings him down. Ryota flickers backwards. He's going to be safe and sound for now. The rest of the members for the side of Fnatic Onic just going to be hiding themselves right within of this square, while CW runs right in, leads in.
He's diving in way too much.
Well, speaking of diving, Andoryu jumps right in and of course chained it with the Dominant Blast and chained it up top with the penalty zone. That is CW that's going to be the first person taken down. Fnatic Onic runs right in and runs right back, right underneath the turret's nose. They're going to be safe and sound at least for now after realizing, yeah, we lost CW, we can't take this fight.
This is weird, man. This is very weird. Onyx should not be losing these engagements. They
agree.
honestly don't need to be taking them in the first place. You need to be willing to sacrifice people here. Omega's gonna keep running at you. You don't have to do the same.
Wait, dude, are they really going to go this fight as well? Never mind, CW is joining in. Would they be having enough damage? Yes! Kyrie comes in from behind, gets a kill down on the Jome, while the Numenon Blast is just going to be landing. Ryota running all the way back. Lutpi swinging her yo-yo. Gets another one down to the name. And Chuck
move, and that could have cost them a lot. I am really surprised at how old on.
Very uncharacteristic. But for now, the quick little jump coming in from Boxia's Shielded Unity. Jumps in and finds himself sacrificing his life for technically nothing, as he wanted to go for the Lord still. I'm pretty sure that we are going to be seeing Satafa transcending into madness in a short little bit. You know what to say, but for the minute at a time, we have Ryota jumping in onto Sans. Sans has been caught time and time again. I don't think that that's looking very good, to be honest.
Continue the siege because Omega's already used some of their resources.
Diversion? Wait, okay, never mind. Of their mobility, and they're just understanding how the HP or rather shields really work with. In the meantime, the diversion is just a scouting tool. The rest of Fnatic Onic is just working on very much poking mechanism. Look at the damage that's going to be landing onto Andoriu. Ryota jumps in with the penalty zone, landing onto 2, allowing Ukir to get into the Sour Shatter, getting 1 kill down on the Keyboy. The next one, the chopping block is going to be Kairi Sans. The next one to the eyes of Ukir, the one and only Ukir, landing all of these Star Shatter. And CW understands that, yeah, I can't really do anything except for to fight back onto Andoriu. As such, CW takes that 1 kill. Lutpi, right in the faces of Chaknu, he's just melting people down with those true damage that we are expecting to see. Ryota is going to be on the chopping block and he's going to be executed and going down into the ground. The next one that probably will go down into the coffin is Chaknu. Lutpi and CW leading the charge, and they managed to find some opportunity from...
Are you very good at following up when all your DPS options are gone? No. That's how Onic is able to turn that around, because they do still have Lutpi and CW alive.
Yes.
And because of, they were feeling themselves a little bit too much here. And let's see if that punishes them enough to cost the game.
Keyboy's looking for something, but it's not really landing anything just yet, as the members from Smart Omega is really respecting that I'm offended. Not quite yet, but at the top, middle, and bottom lane, the inhibitor turret is going to go straight down. Ryota start things off with the penalty zone, but no one from the side of Smart Omega is going to be following up because they're going to have to deal with this lot for now. The rest of the members from the side of Fnatic Onic, especially CW, ran right in and tore everyone into shreds, allowing Fnatic Onic to take this game for game number 3, allowing them this win of the series.